One.
What's going on, everybody? My name is Dominic, and I'm with PowerSlap News, live in Vegas with Disturbing the Peace. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us, man. I know you got a busy day. It is fight day. PowerSlap 1. Let us know how you're feeling about it.
Well, thank you guys for having me. I feel incredibly excited. I think you guys are going to be surprised. I'm 2-0. I'm looking to be 3-0 today, so let's do it.
I've been asking a lot of fighters this, and I want to get your thoughts just because I'm getting everybody's opinion. Height versus weight. What do you feel is more important? Do you want to be the bigger fighter? Do you want to be the taller fighter? Do you want to be the shorter fighter?
You know, I don't think that really matters. Like, physical attributes are always misleading. You know, it tends to be the bigger guy that wins, but you know, more often than not, Matt Serra versus GSP situations happen. You know what I mean? So I don't look at that as an advantage. I think my mindset is more of my advantage. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just going out there to dog it out and have some fun.
I only ask because everyone seems to say they want to be the striker who's striking up. They don't want to be the striker who's striking down. Would you agree with that, or do you say really no difference? It really comes down to your chin, head game, kind of more of a different type of assets for this sport?
I think it more depends on how you manipulate your wrist at the end of the slap. You know what I mean? Some people slap up no matter what. Some people slap down no matter what, even when they're slapping shorter or taller opponents. So you got to learn how to turn your hand over.
So you're the first person I've heard to say manipulate the wrist.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I just learned that from watching Chris Thomas. Look how he comes around. You know what I mean?
So I'm curious because I want to know, because the sport's so new, when you guys have new techniques or new strategies, is everyone keeping it real close to the chest, or is everyone kind of open about it and you want to do this, you don't want to do this, or is everyone like, don't worry about it, bro, figure it out?
I can't really speak for everyone. I just try not to tell my opponent these things in the moment. You know, there's some other things that I keep to myself, you know, but everyone shares a little bit here and there. Kind of gives you the little bits and pieces, and you got to connect the dots.
For sure.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the event today, right? Event's going on today in Vegas. We're here. We're going to attend it. We hear it's a lot different to be in person at a slap event than what it's like on TV.
Yeah.
What are we in for?
Well, you know, I'm in for a surprise as well, because when I did the March event last year, my 2 back-to-back matches, there wasn't much of a crowd. I mean, and I was so in the moment, I didn't really even look into the crowd. So I only really saw Dana and whoever Frank was sitting next to him. And so this is going to be new to me, having a crowd, having my girlfriend in the crowd, you know what I mean? And my friends from Street Grease West Coast in the crowd as well. So
so how does that change?
Excited to put on a show for them as well.
Is that more pressure for you?
No, I love fighting in front of a crowd.
Okay.
Man. Yeah. I used to do like acting and like in improv comedy and stuff like that, stand-up comedy. So I like hanging out in front of a crowd. So I think it turns on something, you know, ancient, like the Greek plays. You know what I mean? You turn on some sort of more bravado. You become something else. You know what I mean?
So that leads me perfectly into my next question. Is I've understood that in the beginning of UFC, Dana White really didn't want a lot of flair on the walkout. He wanted to separate UFC from WWE. This is a sport. This isn't fixed fighting. This is a sport. I've heard that's not so much the case with PowerSlap, that you guys have a little bit more creative freedom on this walkout. Yeah. On that note, sounds like you're somebody who likes that spotlight, wants to get the crowd going. Can we get a little sneak peek? You got something planned tonight? People carrying you on a throne? What are you doing?
Shoot, you know, well, I haven't asked yet. I'm coming out to one of my favorite songs, but I haven't asked yet. But I would like to sing my own walkout song. I would definitely sing my own walkout song.
Really?
Yeah, I'll be down to do it.
So music's a cappella, you singing the whole thing, or you singing along?
I'll sing the whole thing, just like music or whatever. You know, I'll sing. Una noche más, quiero más. Una ronda más, soy el primero en entrar, el último de salir, y en el pueblo siempre doy de qué hablar. Habla mucho y sabe nada.
You can sing, brother.
Yeah, man. You know, I'm multi talented.
So I don't see why they'd say no. If you could do it, as long as you ain't out of breath by the time you get to the fight, then why not, man?
Yeah, no, I'm good. Luckily, awesome. We don't really need cardio in this sport, so I can be out of breath all I want.
Well, I agree with you. I think not for showboating, but I think the little bit of a build up, a little bit, because the fight is generally quicker than some of these other events that we've seen. Having to see you guys, you know, get the Vaseline, get the chalk, a little bit of a walkout is really going to build up that intensity before the moment of impact. Yeah. So I agree with you. I like it. I think the crowd is really going to add something to it. I'm excited to be there. Do you think it's going your way tonight?
Oh, absolutely, man. You can't go into something thinking it's not going to go your way. So it's going to definitely go my way.
That's true. That's true.
So bet on me.
Hey, there you go. You heard it here first. I don't want to take up too much of your time. I understand it is fight day. There is a lot. Everyone's doing their own prep. Nap seems to be the way to go before the fight. That seems to be everyone talking about adrenaline. No one wants to do the adrenaline dump. Everyone kind of wants to build it up and everything. So I'll let you go. I don't want to eat up all your time. But before we leave, let the people know what you got going on. Any merch, website, sponsorships, anything like that.
I'm not sponsored. I don't have any merch. I've been doing this all on my own. I started out 325 pounds, and I just decided to make a change. So you can go out there and go make a change. I'm the current Street Beast heavyweight champion, Street Beast West Coast heavyweight champion, and I did that on my own and with the support of my girlfriend and my family. So all you need is a little bit of help.
We're big Street Beast fans. We've always been watching Street Beast from the beginning. We since back in the day when there was mud and shoes and good old boards and people losing shoes in the. It was always good times. We always liked the concept of it. Don't take the violence out with guns and knives and everything.
Yep.
You got a problem with somebody, settle it like a man in the ring, structured, a little more secure. Then at the end, you shake hands and you squashed it. We really like that concept. One last thought to all the Twitter haters out there talking all this smack about you guys. You're not athletes. This isn't a sport. This is just some barbaric foolishness. What do you got to say to those people? Final thoughts.
Come on out here. If it's so easy, come on and get slapped. And on that other note, what you were saying, rest in peace 925 Pride. Rest in peace all the other Street Beast members who died according to gun violence, man. We got to put down these guns. Be a man, knuckle up. Sometimes you got to take a loss. Sometimes you got to take a win. But other way, you're never going to be a man if you just squeeze a trigger.
I agree. Thank you so much for your time. We're going to let you go. We're looking forward to talking to you after the event. Thank you so much.
Thank you, man. Let's go.
Thank you.